Welcome to day 12 of our meditation journey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we're exploring the difference between reacting and responding. So I want to invite you to just first fully arrive and allow yourself to close your eyes, settle into the body and the breath, start to deepen the breath, and bring your awareness into the body, into the present moment. Allowing yourself to inhale and exhale, fully arriving in the here and now, expanding the breath, letting go of any tension in the body, deepening the breath, being sure to sit with a straight spine, still being relaxed and not rigid, bringing awareness to the shoulders, and just start to follow the breath, the inhale and the exhale. So much of our life can happen automatically. Something happens, someone says something to us, we feel an emotion, a thought arises. Welcome, welcome. Anchor into your breath. And before we even realize what is happening, we have reacted. We send the message, we raise our voice, we withdraw, we defend ourselves. We say yes when we mean no. We reach for the familiar coping mechanism, and we make a decision from fear, anger, anxiety, or urgency. Meditation begins to give us something incredibly powerful: space. A little space between the stimulus and our response. And sometimes that space is only one breath. One conscious breath can completely change what happens next. The goal is not to become emotionless or perfect. The goal is not to suppress what we feel. It is to become conscious enough that we can feel without immediately becoming the feeling. We can notice anger without instantly acting from anger. We can notice fear without allowing fear to make every decision for us. We can notice the impulse to speak and give ourselves the space to pause long enough to ask, is this what I actually want to say? Would this response be coming from love? So meditation strengthens our ability to live inside that pause. And I like to call it a sacred pause. And the more familiar we become with that inner space, the more freedom we have in our lives. So today our practice is very simple. Pause, breathe, notice, and choose a more conscious and loving response. So come into a comfortable seated position. Allow your spine to rise naturally. Just allow yourself to become a little taller through the crown of your head. Rest your hands on your thighs or in your laps. And take a deep breath in through the nose, expanding and exhaling through the mouth. Again, a deep breath in, expanding the lower belly, the ribs and side body, and then finally filling up the upper chest with air. Maybe pause at the height of that inhale, and then exhale. One more time, inhaling, pause, exhale. Let yourself arrive here. There's nothing to solve right now, nothing to answer, nothing you need to figure out. for the next few minutes, you're simply practicing being present. So before we move into the breath practice, let's release some of the tension we often carry around the shoulders, neck, jaw, and the upper body. Sometimes the body is already preparing to react before the mind has even caught up. So we're going to soften some of these places. Allow yourself to bring your fingertips gently on to your shoulders. Begin by rolling the shoulders backwards and being conscious of the breath. So while we're doing the movement, the most important practice is always the breath. So inhaling, exhaling, always being mindful of breathing consciously. So you can try to link the movement with the breath. You can inhale as the elbows rise, exhale as they move back and down, moving slowly and with intention. And feel the shoulder blades moving along the back. And notice if there's any tension you're holding unnecessarily. Let it soften. Now reverse the direction. Roll the shoulders forward. Again, coordinating movement with breath. Let the movement be gentle and fluid. Deepening into the breath. Take one final inhale and hold the shoulders up. Exhale. Lower the palms to the lap. And just take that sacred pause here. Returning to the breath. Now let's move into some shoulder shrugs. Now you're going to inhale and lift both shoulders towards the ears. Hold for just a moment and then exhale and release completely. Again, inhaling the shoulders and they rise. Exhaling and letting them drop. Inhaling completely, exhaling, releasing. Just continue with this movement for a few more rounds. Now inhale up and hold those shoulders up and hold the breath. Exhale and release. Now bring your right ear gently toward your right shoulder. And allow the next side of your left neck to lengthen. And just take a slow breath here. Inhaling, exhale, and perhaps allow the left shoulder to become even more heavier and relaxed. Then slowly bring your neck back to center. Now the left ear toward the left shoulder. And let the right side of the neck open. Breathing, not forcing, just allowing. Returning to center. Now gently lower the chin toward the chest. Inhaling and exhaling here. Feel the back of the neck lengthen. And now return to center. And now look up, allowing the neck to just release back. Be mindful of your shoulders here. There's a tendency to lift and tighten into the shoulders, so just let it go. While you inhale and exhale here, while you're looking up at the roof. Returning to neutral. And now begin to slowly rotate the neck, dropping it down to the chin, the chin to the chest. Now rolling to the right side, back. Now the left ear to the left side. And just continue that circle. Inhaling back, exhaling down. Opening, inhaling to the right and back. Exhaling down. When you're ready, you can reverse the directions, circling to the left side. Allowing the neck, the head, the shoulders, and the jaw to soften. When you're ready, you can slowly release that movement and return to stillness. And just notice the breath here. There's no need to force it, just simply witness the breath. Now today we're going to practice square breathing, also called box breathing. We've practiced this breath a few times already. So the breath moves through 4 equal parts. There's the inhale, the holding, the exhale, and the holding of that out breath. So today we're going to begin with a 4 count. You're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and then remain empty for a 4 count. That final pause is important today because we're learning that emptiness does not have to be immediately filled. So with that out breath, you're going to hold that breath out. And we're going to begin by inhaling, exhaling completely. Now inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Now continue the cycle of inhaling for 4 count. Hold the breath for 4. Exhale for 4. And then hold the breath for 4. Continue this cycle, noticing the stillness at the top of the breath and noticing the stillness at the bottom of the breath. Inhaling, holding, exhaling, holding. Continue for several rounds. If at any time you get lost, it happens. You lose count, you forget where exactly you are, just start again. Inhaling for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, and holding the breath for 4. There is space, there is time. There's no need to rush into the next moment. After your next exhale, release the breathing technique and allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Don't control it, simply observe. This box breathing or square breathing technique, it is very relaxing to the mind and the nervous system. So I encourage you to practice it again. And you can experiment with the counting. You can continue the 4 count. You can extend it to a 6 count, an 8 count, or even a 10 count. So maybe this is something that you can practice right before bed to just consciously activate the parasympathetic nervous system and to relax consciously before drifting off into sleep. So allow your breath to breathe itself. Feel the body sitting here. Notice the sounds around you. Notice the sensations in the body. Notice the breath. Notice the thoughts moving through the mind. And begin to become more aware of the tiny pauses that are already present. There's a pause after the inhale, and there's a pause after the exhale. And there may be a pause between one thought and the next. Rest your awareness there, between the pause. Nothing needs to happen. Just notice, breathing in, breathing out. Resting in the stillness. If at any time thought arises, you notice it and you come back to the breath. That is the practice. Coming back to the breath, back to the stillness. If an emotion arises, witness it, pause, notice where you feel it in your body, rather than creating a story around it. Simply feel the sensation, witness it. Maybe there's tightness, heat, pressure, heaviness, expansion. Just notice it. Whatever's present right here and now, notice it. And deepen your awareness by coming back to the breath. Notice any sounds, in your environment. Sometimes when we're meditating, sounds can be distracting, but you can actually utilize that sound in your meditation by diffusing your awareness and just listening, being aware of the breath, expanding your awareness, breathing, feeling, observing, pausing. Now silently repeat, I have space before I respond. I do not have to react immediately. I can feel without becoming the feeling. I can breathe and pause before responding. I can respond from loving awareness. Let those words settle. Now imagine a situation in your life where you sometimes react automatically. Maybe don't choose the most overwhelming situation, just something simple where you can notice your reactive or unconscious pattern. Perhaps someone says something you don't like. Perhaps you receive a message that activates you. Perhaps someone asks something from you. Perhaps you feel pressure to make a decision. See yourself in that moment. Notice the familiar impulse to react. And now imagine yourself doing something different. You pause, you breathe, you feel your feet, you notice your body. You allow one full breath to move in and one full breath to move out. And maybe in that space you require more time, more breath, more stillness, more presence to return to that centered place where you can respond from love and compassion. Ask yourself, what response is actually aligned with me? Sometimes in that moment, we want to run from conflict or the discomfort. But the invitation through our meditation practice is to be able to sit with discomfort without becoming it, without making a story around it, but being able to sit with this discomfort, witness it without reacting, choosing how we would like to respond, not from our survival pattern or our unconscious and familiar patterns, but from wisdom, from love, and from compassion. Allow your breath to deepen. Sitting in this stillness, in this sacred pause. Sending this energy of love, wisdom, and compassion and stillness. Maybe seeing yourself moving through your day. Maybe you already have your to-do list and some tasks that you need to do. Maybe you already know some of the people that you will interact with today. And just from this place of peace and tranquility, from your mat or wherever you're sitting, just send some of this tranquility forward throughout your day. And just imagine it like a stream of light expanding from your heart and moving forwards in time throughout the rest of your day. Now begin to expand your awareness beyond yourself. Imagine the people in your life, your family, your community, people you love, people who challenge you. And now imagine what might change if more of us learn to pause before responding. One conscious breath before speaking. One moment of awareness before acting. Allow that awareness to ripple outward. And from this centered place, we expand our heart. We expand the love that is within us. And we embody this love and let it expand from our heart and surround us completely, filling our aura, our energy body with this beautiful pink energy of unconditional love. From this place of love and expansion, I will recite the great invocation and just feel the power of these words. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of all. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of all. May Christ consciousness return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Take a deep breath in, exhaling slowly. Bring your hands together at your heart if you'd like. And remember, as you move through your day, the pause is a part of your practice. When something activates you, you pause and return to that heart center. When you feel a sense of urgency to react, pause again, return to the breath. When you feel yourself falling into an old pattern, give yourself permission to pause. Even if all you can create is space for one breath, begin there. That one breath may be enough to choose something different, a more conscious and loving response. So I thank you for showing up today and practicing and beginning your day in this very loving way. I invite you to sit for a few more minutes. You can deepen your practice and meditate even more. And as always, you can journal about your practice. And the journal prompt for today is, where can I pause more often? You might explore, where in my life do I feel the pressure to respond immediately? What situations tend to trigger automatic reactions in me? And what happens in my body just before I react? Sometimes that pause to witness that emotional reaction or the energy in your body and breathing into it can be enough to bring us back into the present moment, back into our body, and back to a loving place to respond instead of reacting unconsciously. So I thank you and I send you so much love. Take this beautiful energy and practice throughout your day. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Peace and love.